Hi, I'm John from Just Whiskey. If you like today's show, give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and consider becoming a paid Patreon. And remember, folks, it's just whiskey. Today, we are reviewing the much anticipated, at least on my end, Ardnamurchan 10-year-old. It's their first 10-year-old release, inaugural 10-year-old. Comes in at 50% ABV, non-chill filtered, no coloring added, and they say it's non-chill filtered, which I believe it is, but this is crystal clear like champagne, and there is no sediment or cask debris or anything in here like that at all, whereas the cask strength, you are getting some sediment and some haze. So this is champagne-like because it is champagne-like. This is Ardnamurchan's unpeated, okay, and it's all Exbourbon. However, approximately 50% are all unpeated Exbourbon, and then close to the other 50% is still unpeated, but they're ex-champagne barriques, specifically Paul Launois Champagne barriques. So you are getting a prettier, more sparkly version of Ardnamurchan here, and we're going to get into everything. And at Ardnamurchan, it's a Western Highland single malt in Scotland, dunnage warehouse, and the total bottles for this release, and this one here is 750 milliliters, I believe. Oh, 700 milliliters. 700 milliliters. 16,746 bottles for this outturn. And it retails in my area, if you can find it, for about $87. Which in today's market, for a first 10-year-old release, I don't think is too bad. Yeah, that's all the specs. And as you know, Ardnamurchan puts a QR code on the back. So if you want to scan that with your phone, you will get just what I told you about the cash breakdown. But we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of it right now, and I'm going to talk a little bit about comparing it to their cask strength release, just in general terms. So on the nose, creamy. There's a creaminess, creamy vanilla, and creamy vanilla fruits, peach and pineapple. Some white chocolate in there, fermented honey, and there's a perfuminess about it as well. Not overwhelming, but it is there. Not really floral, but a pretty perfume, sweet perfume. Not cologne. Very inviting nose. But it's cleaner and prettier and it's more sparkly than the cask strength. The cask strength has some peated in there with a mix of mostly bourbon with maybe some sherry in there, I believe. So this is a cleaner, prettier version of what you might have experienced in the past with Ardnamurchan cask strength. This is not cask strength, 50% ABV, just to make that clear. On the palate, sweet, sticky, syrupy. It's got a prettiness about it. It's got a sparkle to it. It's sharp. It's bright. pineapple, honey. When I say a sharp, bright oak spice, not a deep, heavy cinnamon. It's not like that. Again, it's got that champagniness. I mean, about it. You're definitely picking up champagne notes in this. Is it heavy-handed? Maybe, maybe not. I'm going to give you my overview of this in a score in a little bit. Finish on this one more time. It's very nice. Sweet. Medium to medium plus finish. And that sweetness turns to a tartness. And the oak spice is it's there, but it's very well polished, very well integrated. Comparing this to the cask strength, again, the cask strength, even despite its cask strength ABV, has some peat. It's dirtier. It's more rugged. The cask strength Ardnamurchan is more complex. Okay, this has some mild complexities in there. Again, I'm getting, still fermented honey, sweet, syrupy. It's still there. This is very pleasant, not as complex as the last couple of cask strengths. What I think is cool about this is they went 50% with Exbourbon champagne casks. And so I think for the first offering as a 10-year-old, I think that's really cool. It's something different. And I think that's what's going to keep Ardnamurchan on the cutting edge, on the forefront. I'm a big Ardnamurchan fan, and the last two cask strengths I reviewed. Really like them. To me, it's Ardnamurchan is Scottish whiskey, and it's consistently good to very good to great. And I think this is a unique offering. The next 10-year could be, I have no idea, probably something very different. Maybe they'll throw in some a little bit of what they do with the cask strength. A little bit of peat, a little bit of bourbon, a little bit of sherry. Even at this price, I would buy another backup of this, just to kind of have for historical references, for future, to compare against future releases of the 10-year-old, and further incarnations of their cask strength. Score-wise, I don't like to give half scores. This is getting very close to an 8. An 8 is excellent, something special. This is something special. I think it's really cool what they did here. So I'm leaning more towards like a 7.5, but it's damn close to an 8. So 7 is very good. This is close to an 8. It is something special. Is it excellent? It's close. It's close. I think it's very good, and I would not hesitate to buy another bottle of this again, just to kind of put in the bunker for future reference. I hope you liked today's review. If you did, thumbs up, like, subscribe. Consider becoming a paid Patreon with the link in the description below. And thanks to all the Patreons, the paid Patreons that I do have. Much appreciated. Hats off to you all, and take care, folks. Listen to Vanilla Fudge.